everyone, I'm Kayla.
And I'm Lauren.
And this is Stitching with My Littlie. Flosstube number 41, I think it is. Yeah, number 41. So, today is Tuesday, the 28th or 29th? 29th?
29th.
The 29th of April. And we are literally 2 weeks since our last Flosstube.
It's a miracle.
We've done it. So, yeah, we've done a little bit. Not loads, but we're getting back into it now, aren't we? So hopefully we'll start getting back to... I don't know what's going on with my hair here, sorry.
Got looks like you hasn't done it.
I've got some wispy bits sticking out here. Okay, anyway, if you are new to our channel, welcome. This is... what you've just seen is pretty much what we're like. So, yeah. But welcome and thank you for taking the time to click and view on our channel. We know there are so many amazing Flosstubers out there, so we appreciate it. If you are a returning viewer, hello, you know what you're in for, so welcome back. And yeah, let's get going, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. So as is the normal for recently, we have no fully finished objects, but I am hoping to change that. And soon I have to have 2 fully finished objects because we have a retreat coming up in just over 2 weeks, I think. I think it's 2 weeks, like Saturday, this Saturday coming. So we have to have some fully finishes by then anyway. But I'm hoping to start getting back into a bit of that because we have quite a few things, don't we? So there's that. Finishes, I don't have any. Do you have any finishes?
I have 1.
Okay, Lauren has a finish, so to Lauren.
So this one was quite close to finish last time, and everyone was saying in their comments, "Get it done."
Get it done.
So
Do you see what you people do to us? Because I finished something when you all
I know
said get it done, and now Lauren has finished her.
I can't really remember what it's called.
I Can Drive a Stick,
yeah.
or Drive a Stick, I think it might be called.
By Lizzie Kate.
Yeah.
I think it was one of her snippets. So here it is. It's on a 14 count, hand-dyed Ada by me. And then I'm just using DMC 310 thread. But I'm quite happy with this.
Yeah?
Yeah,
cool.
It's quite nice.
So you've done quite a bit since, and the last, because I think 2 Flosstubes ago, our thing was the headless witch. So she's managed to do that and finish it. So
yeah, so since last time, I don't know if, I think I already did the witch, didn't I?
Yeah, I think you put...
Yeah, so since last time I've done the 2 bats and the why yes, and then there's some like little dots at the top and stuff. So that's what I did, so I'm quite glad it's done now. I think that's only my 2nd finish of the year though.
Yeah, we're a bit slower this year on doing it, but then like I said, things have been a bit mad, so we've not been stitching as much, but we never anticipated we were going to get like last year 40 something finishes. I mean, that just is not going to happen, 100% not going to happen this year. Not for me anyway. I mean,
no, not for me
she might get all speedy, but it's not going to happen for me. No. So okay, is that all your finishes then? Okay. The next thing we normally talk about if we have anything is start and finished objects. Again, I don't have any of those this time.
No, I haven't. I had a start though.
Yeah, so we've both got new starts.
Yeah. But I can't show mine.
Okay.
Mine's a retreat one that I'm doing.
So she can't show it until
I need it finished, like, that's my main
like now.
That's
that's your plan later on, isn't it? Okay.
Usually I finish mine before you, and this time you finished yours.
I know. You've had a bit of a nightmare though, haven't you?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that after, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I've had a new start though. So I think in the last video I showed you some haul of some blood splattered fabric that I'd got, and I think I showed you the chart that I wanted to do it on. So I decided I was going to start it. So the pattern is called hold 1 minute, please? Okay. So the pattern is called Six Wives, and it is by the Stitcherhood. It's a pattern from 2019, I think. So it's a website. It's the stitcherhood.com. So that's what's on. I have changed something though. So it's being done on that 16 count Ada, which is a blood splattered number 4, I think it is, and it's from Zoe's Gifts and Crafts. So this is where I got up to. I'm a middle starter centre point stitcher, so that's why I am there. But what I've decided to do, because it all seemed to be quite dark, like the words all seem to be, and I know they are dark, but I wanted to change it up a little bit. So what I've done, because they've used there's only 3. Can you just hold that up for me? There's only 3 colours, I think it is. So the colours are DMC 3799, which is a grey, 3820, which is gold, and 666, which is red. So what I've decided to do, because the grey is in all of the wording, and I wanted something a bit different, so I've kept the grey for these ones, and then for the names of the wives I have changed to 699, which is like a greeny colour. And the reason why I've done that, because if you look on the, I thought with it being Henry VIII and the Tudors and stuff, if you look, the Tudor rose has obviously got a green in it. So there is red and the yellow sort of goldy colour and the dark. But I thought, well, I'll pick out the green from the Tudor rose colour and put the wives' names in it, just to add a little bit of colour in there, but so that it still meshes a little bit. So yeah, that's what my new start is. That's what I am up to on that one.
That's your only new start?
Yes, that is my new start and only new start. Yeah. Okay, so we will now move on to whips.
I've only got 2.
That's okay.
So that's a bit depressing.
That's 1 a week. That's 1 a week.
So I decided to do this one, which is probably my oldest one on the go. Well, maybe not my oldest, but one of them.
Yeah, but you actually really enjoyed it when you
I did actually.
Because it got put in time out for a bit, didn't it? This pit. Have you got the
Yes,
thing?
I'll just get it out in a second.
So yeah, it got put in time out for a bit because you'd messed up or done something. Wasn't there something in the border?
There was something in the border. And
oh, I know what you'd done.
A beginner mistake, basically.
I know what you'd done. You pulled through, I think, like the back of one of your knotted threads or something. And she'd pulled it through and it was sticking up. And she was like, oh, I don't like it. I've done something. And I literally just went behind it and just eased it out.
But I was
and it
quite
was
young
done.
when that happened.
Yeah, but you put it in time out, didn't you? So now
So
you're
this is
happy
it.
again.
So it's
So yeah, this is a chart we're talking about.
Yeah. Penny's Potions by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. Yeah, it shouldn't have taken that long, but I quite like it. So
it was somewhere up here, wasn't it? This not the like literally just like
the border
this bit here across the top that you'd pulled through a thread and then you think, I don't like it.
So I did the little things on top of the border, and then I did this window with the potions in it.
I love the frog.
I know. I was gonna add a little back stitch tongue to him, but I thought, maybe I'll just leave it like that because he's kind of looking at the fly. But yeah, I quite like it, and I think I'm gonna finish off the witch next because she's on her little scooter, and then I can work on the actual shop because at the moment it's just got doors and windows. So yeah.
Oh, it looks nice. Oh.
I'm quite glad. And it's on 14 count tea and coffee, hand-dyed Ada by us. So yeah, I'm quite glad that I worked on it again. So hopefully you'll be seeing it more regularly because it does need to get finished.
It does need to come out a bit more now.
Yeah.
We like the frosted pumpkin stuff.
Yeah, I do. So that was my first whip.
Cool. Okay, so keeping on the frosted pumpkin stitchery theme, the first project that I am going to show you, which is in my bag from Sophie at Turtle Bay Stitches. I am still doing my Arctic animals. So the stitch along has not long ago finished. I think last month, this month, maybe the beginning of this month. So it is now. This is what the tip is finished like. So I'm still quite a few parts behind, but I'm still going to keep going because I still like it, and I'm not going to put it away until I've done it. As in, put it in there. It's in my bag with my stitches. So no, don't worry, I haven't gone monogamous on you. So yeah, this one is stitched on a 14 count Ada from Coffee Craft Fabrics. As you all know, we've spoken many times before, she does not name her fabric, so it's an unknown Ada colour, but this is where we are. So I have done, since the last time you saw it, the lighter blue in the water, all under here, and then I started the green of the Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis. It's the Northern Lights to me. So yeah, that's where I am up to on that one. So that one I put in 438 stitches on that one, and I'm using the DMC colours in CXC threads, apart from I think it's Petite Treasure Braid, which is a glow in the dark one, which is going to be the constellations that gets put in. So yeah, I am still enjoying this one actually. It seems to be one that I pull out when we go to the caravan though, for some reason. It seems to be like my caravan stitch.
And the lighting's no better in the caravan.
Not really, it just seems to be my caravan stitch, really. I don't know. But yeah, so that is my first whip that I worked on.
Shall I show you my second and last whip?
If you would like to.
In this tiny bag. I think this is from Amazon, maybe.
Yeah.
They're quite good actually. So I swear this is shown like every video, but it's the Mouse's Christmas Decorating by Tiny Modernist. I absolutely love these patterns. What did you do on this
time? I didn't. Oh, you worked on this at the caravan. Yes. Did you show me what you'd worked on?
Know.
She always shows me what she works on.
I think I just did like a tiny bit, like the tiniest bit ever, probably because I probably started stitching at like 9:30 and I get tired by then, so then I just go to bed at like 10, don't I? So I think I just did these snowflakes at the top.
How sneaky. You have to show me.
And I don't think I bothered posting it on Instagram because...
Oh, I know when you did this. So we were leaving at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon and you started doing this at about 4 or something.
We were leaving to go where?
Home. We were coming home and I think you said, oh, I'll just work a little bit more on some.
Yeah.
So that's why you probably didn't show me either, because I'd be tidying up.
But it's on 14 count tan, I think. Using all the called for DMC threads, I think they are.
That's coming along, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got... Can you hold that? I've got the presents and the vines, and that's it.
Okay.
So the presents should
you
even take me like a night, and then I can start on the vines, so...
But you were going to do the Easter one after that. You're still going to do it,
Yeah,
even though it's
so.
way after Easter.
Yeah, but it's way after Christmas.
Okay, she's got a point.
I think I'm just going to do the Easter one, because I like the chick. And I like the eggs. And plus, it probably gives me enough time to finish it by next Easter then.
Or you could still be working on it next Easter.
Probably.
No, I do like that one.
Yeah,
I
it's
like them.
nice.
I keep saying it, but I do need to start one of the...
This is my third one now, because I did the jam, the Halloween one, and now this one.
And I did the
They're so
jam
nice.
and the beach hut.
Yeah.
I don't
They're
think
just
I've done
easy.
any other one.
No, I don't think you have.
I'm slacking.
They're nice and easy.
Let's get a move on.
Yeah, I need to start collecting some of the others as well.
Yeah, we've been having a discussion about collecting.
Yeah. I need the quilt one, the patriotic one, even though we're not from... But I was going to change that. And then
The new one.
Yeah. So, I think there's just 3 that I haven't got, I think. I hope.
Probably not, but...
That was my last whip.
Okay. Right, well, the next one I'm going to show you is the what I work on every week. Well, I try to work on it every week, so you'll see it, and a lot of you have seen it many times before. It is my poo sticks. I seem to be having a bit of a thing here today with my... Where's my thingy gone?
That's strange.
Okay, I was looking for my cover photo. I'll put a picture up of what it is, although anybody who's been here before will know what it is. It's poo sticks by designer Stitches, and I am using everything included in the kit. It's 14 count Ada, and it is where I got up to. So again, this time I work some more on the trees. I fill in some of the dark green now, so I've got all this bit to fill in, and then there's some like branches, which is going to be a little bit annoying because it's quite like a few 2.5 stitches, and then 2.5, and then I've got a load of back stitch to do to finish it.
But
Well, I say a load, but like in the trees, the rest of this part down is completed.
But in terms of stitching, you haven't got too much left.
No,
It'd be helpful if we could see the cover photo.
Yeah, I know, sorry. I mean, I could get up and get the actual box, but I don't know what I've done with the cover photo.
No.
But yeah, so this one I'm working a stitch along with Danielle, who is the Cardiff stitcher. She is already on her second Winnie the Pooh project, and I'm still going on my first one. But this was a new start for me, and I'm actually really pleased that I have done it, because without this, yeah, it was. I hadn't started it. Without this stitch along going on, I probably wouldn't have got anywhere near that.
Although you did do another Winnie the Pooh thing, but I don't think you were doing the Sal at that point, was you?
No, this was... So anyway, the Sal is WTP Sal or Winnie the Pooh Wednesday Sal. Both of those will work, and yeah, Danielle the Cardiff stitcher is doing that one. So if you would like to join in, like Danielle says, you don't need to work on it in a Wednesday, but because I don't always, sometimes I pick it up, but it just makes me a bit more like, oh, this week I haven't done it, I need to work on it. So it makes me, it's getting quite a bit of progress. So that was that one. The next one I worked on is my Nautical tier. This is a sal that me and Lauren have running, which is called 3 Cheers for Trade Tiers sal.
Quite a few people are joining in with us, actually.
And this is what it will look like when it's finished. And to be honest,
you're not far.
I have nearly finished, but this is what it's going to look like when it is finished. So it's by Erin Elizabeth Designs, and I am stitching it on a 14 count Ada, which is called Eclipse from Sparklies, using the called for DMC threads, and this is where I am. So I am right down at the bottom. Oh, you can actually see that really well. It's a sparkly thread fabric, and you can see the white as well today. For some reason the white started showing up on this. I said this the other day.
It's very
so yeah, I'm down at the bottom, so I've got the other starfish to do over this side, and then there is a couple of shells, I think.
Little dots, basically.
So I've got this starfish stitch to do here, and then these either side, and then I've got some like randoms, and then it's done. And then I'll be moving on to my next one, which I'm not sure which one I'm doing yet. I'll need to get them together.
Mine's not far off either, to be fair.
No, so I put 235 stitches in that one this time down the bottom, so hopefully next time you see that, it will be a finish.
Yeah, it should be.
It should be a finish. And then you never know, I might have a plan on which one I'm doing next.
That'll be a hard decision. You've got lots.
I do, yeah. Okay, next one is my Winter Night Watcher. So this is what it will look like when it's finished. It's by Fine Frog Stitching. And it's in my project bag that I got from the retreat from Lorans Stitch Bunny. Is that right?
Was it cross stitch? Yes.
I hate it when she does this to me. I thought this one was...
Oh, I know your Hocus Pocus one was. Maybe it was because you got this from the same...
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
Oh.
Okay, just rewind all of that because I'm not 100% certain. I will actually, don't rewind that. I will find out and put it down below. It might be cross-stitch Jess now.
Yeah. I'm saying cross-stitch Jess.
Okay, well, you're always right.
Yeah,
so,
I'm probably right.
Yeah, you're always right. Yeah. So,
is it cross-stitch Jess or Jess gets stitching? Cross-stitch Jess the Flosstubers, isn't it?
Oh.
Jess does stitching or Jess gets stitching, I think she's called. Which one is it? I think cross-stitch
Jess gets stitching. Jess gets stitching.
Cross-stitch Jess the Flosstuber, isn't she, I think? I don't know.
Okay.
It's a Jess anyway. Her name's Jess.
Okay, we are going to put it like now. I am going to find this out because that was a little bit embarrassing.
I think it's Jess gets stitching. Yeah, okay. That sounds about right.
Great to know. Okay, so this is on a 14 count Ada, which is called A Wash with Stars, number 13. And it's by Zoe's Gifts and Crafts, and I am using all the called for DMC colours. And this is where I've got up to. Oh, I'm loving this lighting today. It's proper showing up the fabrics and everything.
That makes a change.
So yeah, this is what it will look like, and that is where I am. So I'm really, really loving how this one is turning out.
You've got the other one as well, which I think I prefer the other one with the keys in her mouth.
Hold on.
This one.
This is the other one I picked up. Oh, that was called the Owl Key Keeper. Yeah, I'll do that one next, I think. It's got a lot more colours in that one.
More browns. Because she's a brown owl.
Yeah.
I've never seen
a there is, owl. But look at all that.
Yeah, no.
It's the night's light.
Okay, we'll go with a blue owl.
Well, I like it. I'm up to it. So I put in 431 stitches on that project. Really liking that one. Yeah. So, yep, that is that one.
I quite like this designer as well. I've got a pattern from
them. Oh, you have? Is it the frog one?
Yes.
Must get that started.
It looks like he's got a moustache, but he hasn't, I don't think. Well, he might do, but I don't think it is meant to be a moustache.
She must start it. No. I didn't even know about this designer until we were at the retreat, and Rachel, the talking dog stitcher, she had a shop there and had these charts, and I was like, oh, Lauren, look, there's frogs. Oh, Lauren, look, there's owls, because I love, well, many animals, but owls is one of my things. So anyway, my last one that I worked on is part of our Gnomes Everywhere sale. And it is my Birth Flower of April by Sodastitch. So I have done my birthstone of April before now. I'm fully finished that one. So I'm doing my birth flower now. So This is on a 14 count Ada, which I tea coffee dyed myself, and I'm using the Called For threads. And this one I put 399 stitches in it since the last time you saw it, which is quite a while ago. It's probably the whip rate since the last time you saw it. So I put in the grey and all the white stitching.
And the little bunny slippers. You can see
they're just
them
starting to
now.
come in.
Yeah.
So yeah, quite pleased to get some work in on that. So, and the needle minder is from Michelle at Stitch Mania Stash. We got that from a retreat. So
I don't know what retreat it was.
oh gosh, I've
We've
no
been
idea.
to quite a lot now, haven't
We have all Floss friends ones.
we? Yeah.
Okay, so that is all of our whips for the last 2 weeks, which isn't too bad. We're getting back into it, like I said, but you've been working on your retreat piece, which sort of pulls you back because
I've been stressed.
Yeah, she has been stressed, to be honest, because there's no need to be stressed, but she did change her mind over the pattern that she wants to do.
Well, I found a pattern and then I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. And then we spent the whole night, 7 hours, looking for a new pattern. And couldn't really decide. And then you found one, didn't you? And I was like, it would just have to do, because I can't be bothered.
By that point, she was getting a bit stressy. So, but now she's not really enjoying it. And there's certain things that you had to pull the thing out of some of the back stitch and change it for long stitch and change the colour or something. So every time I say something, it's like, honestly, it's like steam starts coming out of her ears. Because I'm like, are you going to leave that like that? Or do you think that maybe you would like to alter it to the others? And I'm like, oh God, the steam is starting to come out. And she's like, I'm going to put it away in a minute.
I'm going to throw it in the bin, I've said about 2 times.
So, yeah, if anybody gets Lauren's retreat piece, she's put a lot of she's put a lot of stress and tears.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. But, you know.
I've put a lot of tears into it.
Yeah, it's a bit...
But no, when you finish it, it's going to look good. And when you decide how you're going to fully finish it, which you do need to decide quite quickly.
I've already decided.
Oh,
it's
great.
just going to be a pillow. I think it will suit being a pillow.
I'm really grateful about that, to be honest. Because sometimes she decides these big...
But I'm still ages away from getting it done. So that's
You're not ages. That's so
That's
dramatic.
why it needs to be a priority. They're big blocks. It needs to be a priority.
No, she's not ages away. You've got less than 2 weeks.
I know.
Anyway, we've finished
that little rant.
arguing with each other. Yeah, that is all our stitching. So we'll move on to haul. We've not got loads. We've got a couple of patterns and a needle minder. So my needle minder of the month has just come in, which I subscribe to from Laura at Cotton and Clay, it is in the description box below, a clickable link to her Etsy, I think. Might be her Etsy shop. So this time the needle of the month is a butterfly, which is super cute. They're very strong as well, these needle minders. So Laura has a Flosstube which is called Butterfly
Stitches.
Yeah, it is Butterfly Stitch, isn't it? Yeah, she's got a Flosstube as well. So yeah, these you can purchase her loads of her different needle minders on Cotton and Clay UK.
Yeah.
So that's that one. I feel like I don't even know who I'm talking about today, and I'm second guessing myself because you've made me second guess myself.
No.
Yes, and you're probably right actually as well, which is really annoying. Don't you hate it when they're right?
I think I'm right.
I think you are.
I think I am.
Okay, the next thing I purchased is a couple of charts. So the frosted pumpkin stitchery. We're having a little sale, I think. Again, I could be lying. I think they were having a sale.
Situation.
But anyway, I decided I was going to purchase a couple of the little Pen Pals series, which I have done a Halloween one. I think it was a Transylvania one. So I've purchased a couple of summer ones because I don't have an awful lot of summer whips, really. So I've purchased a couple of these little Pen Pals. This one's called Ice Cream You Scream, which I thought was really cute. I did say to Lauren when I purchased these that it was like Lauren when she was going to get ice cream.
It's just not me.
And this one's her with her hat on.
No, she's taking
which I have a hat. I have a hat.
But I don't wear it. I don't wear it. Just saying.
Like that's like
Not
what she
my
used to
style.
look like building sandcastles.
Yeah,
So
let's
this-
just not. Let's
so
cover
this-
my face and watch her just laugh.
So this is called Sunny Days and
Salty
Waves.
waves, which is not me. And I've just also realised the sun is bold. Like there's no streaks in the sun.
It doesn't have hair.
No, but he looks so like weird because usually there's streaks in these patterns.
They're called rays.
Yeah. But there's nothing. He's just floating.
It looks like
Is
a
that the
beach
sun?
ball.
Yeah. Is that even the sun?
Yes.
That's really close.
Because it says sunny days.
Okay. I'm just saying it's like...
Well, maybe she's got a sun cream on. No. She's got a hat on. Her hat's actually bigger than the sun. But anyway.
Why are we hating on them?
I'm not hating!
No, but I just think the streaks, I would have added streaks.
Anyway, I purchased these two, and again, I said they for summer, but I bet I don't start them, to be honest. But that's what I purchased. And then I had a birthday since the last Flosstube, and so I've got a couple of patterns.
I knew you would buy that. This will be my third one that I'm going to start.
Okay, right.
I'm
Go
going to
on
show
then.
this
Go
one.
on then.
This one from Erin Elizabeth Designs. It's the Woodland Critters tier.
Yeah, so
I've been eyeing this one up for ages, haven't we?
you have normally, but I've got it on PDF. Some of the others I've got on PDF, and some of the others I've got as a hard copy. I find it funny a little bit because I like when I'm collecting, which I seem to collect stuff, to have them as a hard copy, and I don't know why, because I prefer them on a PDF to put on Pattern Keeper, but I quite like having the actual thing as a hard copy. Make me a bit weird, but
I'm definitely going to do this one after my next one. If that makes sense.
No.
Okay.
Of course it makes
sense to me.
So that's the one I got. And then I also got this one because, well, Lauren and her family team are pulling out more stuff again all the time. And she did Cabin in the Woods, didn't she?
Yeah.
Which I haven't done. But she's
That was
brought
popular.
out Shack on the Shore, and I loved it. So this is what I decided to purchase. Now, I don't have any plans of starting this yet, really, because I have no business to. I mean, I must have about 3 of Lauren's things on the go, 1 kitted up and another one that I am about to start. So I don't really have any business to start it, but it depends if it's going to call to me, so who knows, it might get a start on. But yeah, I'm loving that one, so I purchased those. The next thing that I have got since the last time I showed you, which I can't physically show you because my husband has put it on the wall and I can't get it off.
She just ripped a bit of paint off the wall, basically.
He has a
Trying to get
habit
it
of
off.
like...
Blue tacking.
He sticks the bottom of everything onto... with blue tack or anything else onto the bottom part of it. It's a frame, basically. And so that it can't move. And I was like, well, I wanted to show that on my floss tube, but I've tried to move it and it's like pulling paper away from underneath. So I've put it back.
Won't tell him.
I took a photo and I have taken like video footage and zoomed in and out of it to show you, because I did want to show it to you because somebody put an awful lot of work into it. So basically we had like a bit of an antiques shop here in a town that we like to go and have a little nose in, me and my husband, and we were in there and I found there was a couple of pieces of stitched pieces that the same person had done. She'd put her initials and the date that the year that she'd done it, and my husband picked up this one piece and he instantly liked it, and when he showed it to me I was like, oh my god, look at how much work has gone into that, and it sort of really called to me. So he purchased it for me, so I suppose that's a little bit of like a birthday gift for me as well. But it's like an embroidery. So when I got home, I am going to put, while I'm talking about this, I am going to put some pictures up of what I'm talking about. So it is a dimensions kit from the 80s. I think it might have been an 81 kit. It's called Dimensions. Excuse me.
Oh God.
Shame it. I'm going to start now.
Let's not pause.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm
She's
fine.
fine.
All fine. So it's called a Dimensions Cruel Embroidery Kit. And it's called Victorian Street number 1177. So I'll put a picture up of it. So it's obviously not just cross stitch. It is an older Victorian street, which is called to me. It's an American Victorian street scene, and it has like old sort of street carts,
Horses and
horses,
carriages.
yeah, and hundreds of French knots, which she's done in the trees. And I was like, oh my god, that's the first thing I was like, oh my god, this woman has done hundreds of French knots. So in the trees, in parts of the buildings, it's just, and it just, when something just called to me and I was like, I love that, I have got to take that home and love it. So like I said, I can't get it off the wall to show you and talk about it. So
It's quite big anyway. I don't know.
yeah, I'm not sure I'd put it all in, but I have taken a video, so I will insert that and insert some pictures while I was talking about it here. I might put the video in at the end of it. I'm not sure yet, but if it's not now, it'll be at the end of the video anyway. So yeah, that is our haul.
Yes.
Okay, next, Flosstubers. So I have a couple of new to us. They are not new. Lauren hasn't watched. Not sure if you've watched either of them, so they're not new. They're completely irrelevant to her.
Okay.
But
Well, I might have.
I have come across two new to me Flosstubers.
Oh, no, I haven't.
The first one, who lots of people will know, she's not a new one. She's been on Flosstube since 2023. She's from Australia and she is Adelaide, so she is called Adelaide Stitches. She has just been doing like a focus on a designer, so she's been doing like a daily. I think her daughter's not been very well, so I don't think she's done some recently. Like, I think she's behind, but she's been doing like a 14 days or something like that focus on a designer, which she's got the patterns and things. So again, enabling, which is probably where I was enabled by those frosted pumpkin patterns, to be honest. I probably was like, oh, frosted pumpkin, let's go and have a look, as you do, and then I saw them. So she's done like Bothy Threads ones, Frosted Pumpkin.
Oh, I did watch a bit of her Bothy Threads.
Did you watch the Bothy Threads one?
I
Oh,
did,
there you go. Yeah. So that's what she's been doing, a daily stitch one. Sometimes I watch things on my own and then Lauren will come in when she's finished doing whatever she's doing and I don't remember where she's up to.
I haven't watched the whole thing anyway.
No. So, and I haven't watched all of them, but I was really enjoying those. So I'm going to go back and carry on looking at some of the others because obviously I need to be enabled more.
Obviously.
So yeah, that is the first one. And the second one that I came across, who actually liked, no, I think it might have been my Instagram. I think she might have, I think they might have followed me on Instagram. And when I looked them up, I realised they had a Flosstube channel. So I clicked on, and they are a mother and daughter team from America. They are Katie, who is the daughter, and Robin is the mum, and they are called Vino Stitchers. They have just celebrated their first Flosstube anniversary, and so I think their last video was about a month ago, but they've got some really good patterns and things, stuff that I enjoy watching as well. So it's actually nice to see quite a few mother and daughter team comes. There's another one that I watch which is, and I'm going to forget the names now.
Oh yeah, I know who you're on about.
Unfinished Stitches.
Well sure?
Done, Lauren.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am sure. So I'm starting to come across a few more mother and daughter teams, which is really nice. I haven't come across anyone yet that is like young daughter. It's more
old. Well, not old.
No, but not a young like teen. You guys know what I mean. You know me. You know what I'm trying to say. So anyway, those two, I'm going to link them below. Go over and check them out because both are fantastic. The other shout out I want to give to, which I'm super excited about, we were so excited, is that Ashley, who is Yar Stitch, is back on Flosstube.
Finally. After
a year away, although he has had a lot going on, change of jobs and all these sort of things. So we'll let you off, Ashley, but we're super. When we saw that you'd done a new Flosstube, we were like, yay, he's back.
We watched it straight away.
So yeah, Ashley is Yar Stitch on Flosstube. So go over, check him out. He's doing a lot of presents and gifts for people, lots of big. He's actually done the Northern Lights one, wasn't it? Oh God, please don't keep looking at me like that. Look, she keeps looking, bearing into my soul. She is like, you're so wrong. It's a piece he's been focusing on. Well, I don't think it's called the Northern Lights, but
I'll just look and
it has the Northern Lights in it. Isn't it a cabin?
Yeah, it's a cabin, I think.
And he's been focusing on that. So I'm really sorry, Ashley. I have watched and we do take notice of what you're doing. Anyway, it looks amazing. So he's been focusing on some bigger projects as well and finishing. But it's really nice to see you back, and we can't wait to see more of your progress. And hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll be back more regularly, a bit like we are trying to be. But as we know, life gets in the way, and before you know it, months have gone by. But not for us. No. We are back properly. So there's the Flosstubers that I wanted to talk to you about and welcome back. We're going to go on and do a little bit of whips.
Plans.
Thank you. You see, this is the good part of having like a duo. Is that when you mess up, somebody else can pick up on it.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good job I write notes then, isn't it? Otherwise we'd both be in trouble. Okay, plans is what I was going to say. Plans. So, do you have any plans?
No.
Well, you do.
Finish the retreat, that's it.
Well, that's still a plan.
That's one plan. Other than that.
Have you got any
no.
plans for any starts?
No, I don't.
Is anything calling to you?
No, I don't want any new starts currently.
God, she's a bit boring, isn't she, today?
No, I just don't want, because it's overwhelming me. I've got too many on the go, and it's like stressful. So no new starts.
So have you got anything near a finish then?
I don't think so. I think I just finished it, the witch one.
Okay, so you're
you're
focusing on your retreat, and then you're just gonna stitch whatever is in your. Want. Are you near a rotation yet? Or have you just done one?
Rotate.
Are you? And you're just gonna rotation. Lauren changes her bag full of.
It's like a little tote bag.
Yeah, which you just change out.
Whenever I feel like it.
What you want, don't you? So. Okay, for me, I have a couple of plans. So. Nothing major, she says. I'm going to carry on with my Winnie the Pooh Wednesday because, like I said, I feel like I'm really benefiting and I'm actually enjoying that anyway. Sorry. Oh, God.
I think you need to turn your tablet up. Up, not to the side.
Okay. Okay. Right.
Don't let the sound on it.
I don't want the sound on. Now look what she's made me do.
Oh my God, this is a shambles.
It's not a shambles. Like, you don't need to make out as if there's an issue.
That's a big wheel.
Oh, it is a big wheel. Anyway, I'm going to carry on with my Winnie the Pooh Wednesday. And then when I was watching Danielle, the Cardiff Stitchers, last Flosstube, so again, go over there, check out her Flosstube channel. She was talking about how with her projects and stuff that she is going to start spinning her wheel and pick out like 6 projects that she's going to work on in between each Flosstube. And I thought, okay, well, that's quite a good idea because I've been stuck in a bit of a rut of what I want to work on. Like last year, if anybody was, the returning viewers will know that I was working on a Terrifying Tuesday and a Festive Friday and doing my Arctic Animal Sal. And then I tried doing 100 stitches, 100 daily stitches on my big Quaker Union Jack flag. And it worked for a couple of weeks. And then I not lost interest in it, but I missed a few days. And then I was like, oh, well, now I can't do it, even though I could. But I just lost interest in that. So that sort of got put to the side. And I've been like, I don't know what to do. I've got a bag that I take upstairs with me, which is where we stitch normally, is upstairs in my room. And it's the same projects in there all the time because I just grab my bag and go. And all my projects are down here. So I'm not really getting a rotation on what I want to stitch.
They're getting abandoned.
Pretty much. They are.
They are. Pick me. Choose me.
Yes, they are. And before now, I've actually had Lauren, before she comes upstairs, choose me a different project. But then sometimes I get upstairs and I'm like, I don't want to work on that one. And it's all your fault when you're making me.
I just chose the...
Not that it's any different to doing a spinner, but I can blame her physically. Yeah. I can't have an argument with a device, can I? Whereas
you can.
Well, I could.
Why did you choose that for me?
Okay, but I prefer it with you.
Yeah, of course you do.
So anyway, my theory is, because there's no way I'm choosing 6 projects. That ain't going to happen. But I thought, because I'm going to carry on doing, like I said, my Winnie the Pooh Wednesday, I want to keep up with my Arctic Animal Sal, put in some more stitches in on that. My stitchy tier, I want to get finished, but the tier side of it is an ongoing thing. So I want to keep doing that as well. So I thought I'm going to choose 2 projects each time I do a Flosstube, which hopefully will be 2 weeks. So it'll basically in effect be a project a week, and I'll work on it however much or however little, as long as I put any form of stitches. There's no sort of thing for me. So I thought while I was on here, I would choose the 2 projects I'm going to work on off my wheel. Now, I do have 48 whips. So my wheel is looking like this. But
it's just looking like a mess. Really.
So that's what my wheel is looking like. There are only 46 on there because I've taken the 2, which was the Birth Flower of April and the Winter Night Watcher. I've taken off there because they're what I decided to work on in the last 2. So I'm going to spin my wheel and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to work on for the next 2. So if I spin it...
I don't know what the thing at the bottom is.
I don't know. Okay, Halloween Tiny Town, that one is. So that's one of my Tiny Town pieces.
Should you like screenshot it so you remember?
No, I don't need to. I'm going to write it down. So I've got a Halloween Tiny Town, which is fine. I like that.
She happy with that?
Yeah, I like that.
Let's hope she likes the next one.
And so I'm going to hide that slice because I'm going to work on it. So the next one is going to be...
Oh God, it's a big one.
Oh, okay, right. This is the night before Christmas ornament. And I'm going to redo it. So it's effectively going to be a new start.
Oh God.
So basically it's a Prairie Schooler pattern, which I think is in here. Oh God, sorry Fudge and
Oh
Rip
my
it.
God, Mum.
I've just
like... Speechless.
She's got no words.
No, I can't. They're just on the floor.
And I actually can't even show you the pattern either.
I can't believe you just done that.
Okay, right. This is hilarious. So, okay, it's basically this, which is the night before Christmas. I haven't got the pattern, but I've actually done them all. But one of them, the ornaments, I decided I wanted to... I made into more of like a Christmas tree ornament. And the other 3 I made into pillows, but with the option that I could hang it at the same time. So I know this is going to sound really stupid to people, but I actually don't like the hanging one.
Can you put it back now so I can put these ones?
Well, I'm going to keep it out. So I'm going to redo it. And what I thought I might do, because I'm really nice actually, I thought I might give Lauren the hanging one for her little tree.
That's nice.
Oh, I'm grateful.
Glad
You're grateful.
about that.
And then I'm going to do this and finish it as a pillow. So I've got the 4 sets because I've done the bigger piece as well. Mm. So it's actually going to be more of a start than a whip.
Win-win for me.
Yeah, and then I'm going to give it to Lauren and finish it. So that's fine. So my 2 whips are going to be the night before Christmas ornament redo and my tiny Halloween tiny town. So how bizarre, I've actually got a Halloween and a Christmas piece.
You've got quite a lot of them projects though.
So they're the 2 that I'm going to do. I'm also going to start, because Danielle has, the Cardiff Stitcher has also enabled me to start a new project, which is, I already had this, but she's working on it herself. So this is the Beach by Abilities. I think I bought this last year, to be honest, and it's been in my stash. And she's working on it. I think so far she's done the sandcastles. No, she's done the sailing, go sailing section. And she's down here in the build sandcastles. So she reached out to me when she realised, Danielle did, that I'd got it in my stash. And she was like, do you fancy doing a sal? I was like, Lauren's first thing is, oh God, another stitch long, Mum, you will never keep up with it. And I'm like, okay, well, I can try, can't I? And I do want to work on it anyway, because I do love this piece. So I said, yes, I will. So Danielle has worked out the sections. So we're going to do it in monthly sections. But obviously, she is already ahead of me. And up until this morning, I hadn't even kitted it up. So I do have the threads. I haven't sorted out my fabric yet, but I'm going to. So this is how she has split it up, and I actually quite like that piece. Obviously, the go sailing she's already done, so when it comes to September, she will have a
break.
free space. The April side, I'm never going to get that done in April, so I'm hoping to get the sandcastles and go for a swim done by the end of May. If I don't, I'm not going to stress about it.
It's definitely doable.
I'm really not going to stress about
Plus,
it.
if you take it to the retreat, yeah, and you get quite...
I
You might get quite a bit.
Like I said, if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. I really am not going to stress about it, because the minute I start stressing and putting like that on me is the minute I will walk away from it, and I don't want to. So I'm going to just pick up the sandcastles one, which I'm assuming is roughly in the middle, which is where I would start anyway. And I'm just going to work on it when I want to and see where I get. But that is sort of...
You've got most of the threads. You just need to choose fabric.
Yeah, so I'm going to get that done. So the Sal, which I think is called #beach Sal. So I'll put that up underneath here as well. So yeah, they are basically what my plans are. My plans are to stitch those 2 projects on there, start the beach Sal, carry on working on my Winnie the Pooh Wednesday and my Arctic animals and my Tia tray. That is sort of what I'm going to do, and hopefully in the next 2 weeks you will see some new starts, maybe a finish, and that's sort of how I'm going to go, because if I can try and do the 2 or the 1 project a week effectively, I will have worked on all of my projects by the end of the... Well, no, I won't have done, actually. That's a lie, because we're already like 5 months into the year. I'm telling a lie again.
You're lying.
I would have worked on a significant amount of my projects before the end of the year, which is better than recirculating the same ones, I think. So that is my plans. Okay, life update. So if anybody who is not here for the life update and just for the stitching, thank you very much for being with us. If you are new and you've liked what you have seen, we hope you will consider subscribing and liking, thumbs up, and ringing the bell so you know when we you get notified when we've done another video. And give us a comment. I know I can be a bit late at answering, but I do try and answer before the next video comes
also,
up.
all the giveaways from last time's been posted out now.
They have, yeah, they were posted out yesterday, so thank you for getting back to me with your address and stuff, and I posted them out yesterday, so hopefully you should be receiving them fairly soon. Yeah, and so yeah, if you're not here for the life update, thank you very much, and we will catch up with you again in a couple of weeks' time. If you are here for life update, well, here we go. So first of all, I have had my birthday, which to be honest was fairly quiet for me in this household, really. It was just a normal working day. I went to work, came back, had a bath, got my pyjamas on. Pretty much, my daughter made me a cake. So my older daughter Morgan, she made me like a 4-tier, I'll put a picture up actually of it, a 4-tier chocolate and raspberry cake. Yeah. Which was actually really, really nice. She can make some really nice cakes. So yeah, I'll put a picture up here of the cake. And also the candles on the cake is not my actual age. Apparently she couldn't find the right numbers, so she just put random numbers.
Didn't I say 47?
Yeah. I'm not far off that, but I'm not 47 yet. So yeah, that was really nice. And then we had a chippy tea, didn't we? So we had a chippy tea and did we watch a film or a series or something?
We watched Fat Friends, I think it's called.
Oh yeah, like a really old...
Yeah.
On Netflix, Fat Friends, with like a lot of them from Gavin and Stacey times. But yeah. Yeah, so we were eating a chippy, watching Fat Friends. We do like a bit of an old comedy type of show, don't we? So we were watching that. So that was sort of my birthday. We didn't really do anything, even though my son was insistent, even though we never do anything really for my birthday, because I don't, it's all about the kids, isn't it, really? That's what I think. So, but he was insistent that I must do something, and I was like, I really don't want to. I've been at work all day. And he was like, no, you need to. Should we go bowling? I was like, no, I'm in my pyjamas. I really don't want to. And we had this argument for a couple of hours, to be honest.
Not letting it go.
No, he really wasn't. I mean, he's 18. Yeah. So once he gets something in his head, he can be a bit obnoxious, I would say the word is. But anyway, I had a really lovely time. I bought a couple of patterns, so I'm happy. So that was birthday. We've been to the caravan a couple of times, haven't we? Mm-hmm. So last weekend was bank holiday, but my son has got a job, so he wanted to come, but he was working till dinner time on the Saturday, so we didn't spend a huge amount of time because I was back at work on bank holiday Monday, so we were only over there overnight. And then this weekend just gone, we've been by ourselves, haven't we? Mm-hmm. So that was nice. Although I went there and cut the grass and things, it never is a chilled. We did get stitching done though, so that was nice. I got quite a lot. You did get quite a lot of stitching, so that was really nice. So yes. The other major, and it is quite major to be honest, the last time that I spoke to you guys, so a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned that I was going to be reducing my hours down at work, or my days down to 3 days at work instead of 5. Just it's just becoming harder, really, in many ways, to be honest, but it was just becoming harder. And thank you for everybody who said some really kind words. It was really nice of you all. I appreciate it. Since then, I've had another pretty major development. Those 3 days have now become, well, 1, really. So on a Wednesday, I currently do a little bit of cleaning for them in the morning, and then the home ed group that we've been going to for 8 years, I've now started helping out with. So not the teaching side of it, but more because there's a couple of groups now. So while the instructor is taking one group, I'm with the other group, getting the horses ready and mucking out, going through things like that with them, so they're learning other things. So that is sort of what I'm doing on a Wednesday. Other than that, I am no longer working for them, so I had to make the decision. Like I said, lots of reasons. A lot of it is family life, a lot of it is Lauren and her home ed. I wasn't given enough attention to what she needs to do. But there is also some other things at the yard that I was struggling with, to be honest. I love the horses and I'm going to miss seeing them every day. I'm not going to miss being bitten, abused by them, basically. Bitten, stood on, dragged. I'm not going to miss that. I am getting too old for that. But there's a lot of pressure to do a lot of stuff in a certain time scale, and I was having Lauren with me, and I was sort of getting to a point of, if I don't have Lauren with me, I can't do my job properly, and that's not right. That's not fair. She shouldn't be with me helping me do my work. That's not fair. So and a lot of other stuff that I was just struggling with. So I made the decision that I just couldn't do it anymore. So currently right now I don't have anything. I'm giving myself a little bit of a break. My mum keeps saying to me that she needs some help at home. My sister, who has got disabilities and has got other things, keeps saying that she could do with a hand as well. But I don't know. I don't really know what I want to do or what is going to fit around me still currently. So yeah, that's where I am at. So things like spending and stuff might start. Well, it will. My haul and stuff won't be as, because that's sort of the stuff that I was buying with my work money, and the same in respect of, like, we are going to the retreat in May, but what I would spend is not what I'm going to be able to spend.
I'm not going to buy a lot anyway, because I've seen the vendors, and there's not really a lot of pattern ones, is there, this time?
I don't think
And that's
so.
what we usually spend, but I'm quite happy with that because
Yeah, we're just going
we
to
don't
have
need all the
like
stuff.
I said, I don't know how things are going to change for me, and I am a bit, you know, sad that it had come to that, but I need to do what's right for me and my family, and we are still going to be there, and Lauren's going, and she's still going to be having her lessons and stuff on the Wednesday, so it's just that the time we spend with the horses is significantly less, but... So there we go. That is my life update. Like I said, the only other thing is the retreat we are going to in May. So it's the Floss Friends Retreat, which we love. It's run by Sammy Sharp, and it is in Rotherham. So yeah, we are going on the 17th and 18th of May. If you guys are going, give us a thumbs up in the comments. Give us a wave in the comments. Let us know you're going. We are staying over Friday and Saturday night in the hotel. So, and hopefully we might be able to go a bit earlier this time, unless I get some other new job in between now and then. But last time we didn't arrive till really late because I was working at a different job until like 6 o'clock at night. Whereas this time we might be able to go a bit earlier in the daytime. So, so yeah, we are really looking forward to that and seeing everybody again.
I've got an orthodontist appointment tomorrow.
Yes, you do. So yeah, yesterday we had a dentist appointment. Lauren has an orthodontist appointment tomorrow to see whether or not she needs braces.
I can have them. Fingers crossed.
Not many people would say that, but yeah, 2 of my other children have had to have braces.
I only want them for the end result. It's not like I purposely want them for the look of them or anything. I just want them for the end result.
So we will see whether or not, again, in the next one, you should know more whether they've decided she needs them or not. So, yeah.
Fingers crossed.
I think that's it. Have you got anything else to say? Chat about?
Not really. Oh, I don't know if I told you, but Toby and Roxy, the ponies that I ride, I think I said that they were lame. Both of them are fine now, so...
They are, so...
Hopefully... Well, I've been riding Roxy for about a week now, but Toby's back in work now, so hopefully I can ride both of them again.
Well, tomorrow you are riding Roxy for a lesson before home ed, aren't you? So that will be nice. Yeah, it also in terms of, like, my dad, a bit of a life update on him. He had an operation on his elbow and a wrist. His wrist one was carpal tunnel on the same arm about 4 or 5 weeks ago now, I think. So he is back driving. He is doing really well. So in a week or so, just over a week, he has a hospital appointment, a checkup. So we will see how that is going. My mum, not so good. She is waiting for a hip replacement, and she is getting worse. I would say week on week you can see how much pain she's actually in and the limit in her movements and things. So she phoned up the hospital to see whereabouts she is on the waiting list, because she is her hip, she's bone on bone basically. She is probably the worst that you can actually be. So was told that she was sort of an emergency thing, and she got told that it will be at least sort of November, end of November this year to February next year before she will be anywhere near that point. So yeah, if she even gets it, because she has got to be approved by the anaesthetist team, because she does have breathing problems. So they're going to thoroughly check her heart and all of that sort of thing. And so she can't even be put on like a cancellation, because she can't be approved for the surgery until, I know a lot of people can't, but because of her breathing issues, until she's had her pre-op, she can't be approved. And obviously the pre-ops only last a certain time and her breathing could alter in between. So that has really put her in quite a bad place, shall we say. So hopefully the one thing of me not working as much as I'm going to try and get her out. Now the weather is picking up a little bit more. She has like a mobility scooter. She even has a wheelchair, which I know she doesn't like using, but I am as stubborn as she is, and we will argue it and get her out and about, because being stuck in the house is not doing her any good whatsoever. So yeah, that is where we are at. We've got a couple of weddings coming up. One is my nephew's in June.
They're having a baby as well.
They are having a baby. They couldn't get pregnant. She has endometriosis and stuff, so they couldn't get pregnant. They actually lost a child as well. And they started planning the wedding, and then they're pregnant.
Well, she is.
Well, yeah, she is, but they are having a baby. And she is due, like, I think it's 2 weeks or 3 weeks after the wedding.
Let's hope she don't go into labour at the wedding. That would be an eventful wedding.
That is fun. So yeah, but that's not till June, so I will keep you updated on that score. Yes. We could have a baby before, we could have a baby near the time, who knows? But yeah, it's really good news, considering, I mean, you don't mind, do you, if you think you can't have a baby and then you get pregnant?
Yes.
So yeah, okay, that is it. We are going to let you go. There's nothing else, is there? No,
really. Not
there is
I can
nothing.
think of.
So yeah, we are going to go. We will see you in a couple of weeks' time, fingers crossed, which will be just before the retreat. I would like to get one in just before the retreat, because
I'm sure there'll be a retreat special.
Yeah, we do like to have a chat about the retreat. So if I can get up to date before the retreat, it will make it a bit smaller.
I think we should try take some more photos and videos this time, because, you know,
yeah,
I feel like we don't do that many photos. We just do like the brag table, I think. So maybe we should try do that a bit more.
Yeah. So yeah, like we said, if you are going, in the comments below, leave us a comment, say you're coming, when you're coming, if you're staying, or give us a thumbs up or wave or whatever. Let us know that you're coming, because we can't wait to catch up with you all there. We have the best time.
Yes.
Best time. And yeah, if you want to join in any of the sales, all the descriptions, it will be in the description box below. Other than that, we will see you in a couple of weeks' time. We hope you are happy and healthy. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the sunshine, because we have got in the UK well, for us, I'm going to say a phenomenal week of warm weather. So enjoy it. And yeah, we will see you in a couple of weeks' time. Take care, everybody, and happy stitching. Bye.